Okay, we are here at the dead Neshaminy Mall in Bensalem, Pennsylvania. And we're going to do a little tour. That right there was the former Sears. For those wondering, it had an Otis elevator with classic Adams buttons, very much like Smithhaven Mall and Berkshire Mall. Now when Schindler Houghton came here, this area here was closed off, but the door's open, so let's take a look. That used to lead to the AMC Theater, and I think at one point in time there was a carousel down there. And at one point in time in this wing of the mall, which was added on in the 1990s, there was a Modell's Sporting Goods, which I shopped at a lot as a kid. As you can see here, there's still a Hallmark store here in the mall, as well as a Barnes & Noble booksellers. This was a PJ's Plus. Still got music playing in here, so I might get a copyright strike. This was probably an Against All Odds. Don't know what that was. Maybe that was a Hush Puppies at one point in time, I don't know. Or maybe it was a KB Toys, I'm not sure. I think there was a KB Toys in here at one point in time. There was one at Montgomery Mall. This was obviously an American Eagle Outfitters. There's an abandoned jewelry kiosk right there. I'm here on a Tuesday afternoon, so there's not really a lot of people. Let's take a look at the food court. Is there anything left in here? That was obviously a K Jewelers. And there's your former Hollister. Oh, what a shock. There's still one thing in the food court. Stir Fry 88. Over here we got like a little kitty panda themed carousel. Looks like it's been neglected a little bit. Yeah. Paramount recently bought this mall from Brookfield, and they have a plan to revitalize it, but I don't know if it's going to work given the current state of our nation's economy. Down there is the restroom. Right. And there's your fan up there. And again, there's a look at the former Hollister. It's got that classic look to it, like from back in the 90s and 2000s, what all the stores used to look like when the chain was founded back in 1994. And over there is the former Hot Topic. Like I said, there's a plan to revitalize this mall. I'm not quite sure on all the details, but given the current state of our nation's economy, it might be a financial bust. Especially under the Trump administration. Now over here, one of these was Aeropostale, I can't remember which one. And shocker, there's still an operating store there, Popular Silks. Now what we are coming up to here is the former Fountain, as well as the former Strawbridge and Clothier, which later became Macy's. As you can see, that right there was the fountain. See, please enjoy our natural fountain setting. That right there is evidently a wedding venue. And if you look over here, this was the entrance to the Strawbridges. And that right there is the entrance to the mall. Now we'll take a walk down here. That right there was probably Zales. If anybody knows what that store was right there, please let me know. Over here we have the youth center. There's another store that's supposedly still operating. It's Prom Rack. It's a prom dress store. Don't know what that is. I think it's a salon. Yeah, it's a salon. That right there is another mall entrance. And this right here, this used to be Shoe Carnival. I shopped a lot here as a kid. There is On The Go as well as Zen Spa, two stores that are still operating despite how dead this mall is. And that right there is a water bucket catching a leak from a ceiling right there. And coming up here we have the mall's sole surviving anchor. This was Boscov's. This was added on in 1975 and was originally a Lit Brothers. Again, this wing of the mall was built in 1975. Well, it was either 1974 or 1975. I can't remember exactly. As you can see, Boscov's took over a couple of smaller stores for petites and juniors. And if you look out here, let's take a look. That right there is the AMC Theater. Again, that opened in the 1990s. And that'll be it for this tour. I hope you enjoyed this tour of the now dead Neshaminy Mall in Bensalem, Pennsylvania. So, that's it.